All right, it's tile day. We got our tile now, and just for this floor in here, we haven't picked out the tile for the shower yet. But what we got is we need to figure out our layout. And we're gonna use these hexagon tiles we picked out. They're gonna match pretty good with the countertops we're doing. Kind of a black suede feel with it's just a quartz black with some little veins in it. When you're standing in the bathroom, you don't want to see, end up with a sliver of a cut there or something. So we will get our laser level down, shoot a line right here, and then we'll figure out where to start down there. Today I just want to get a bunch of full tiles in. I'm leaving tomorrow for a week, so I need to get this cabinet in here set, and I want to get the tile down first. So I want to get as many full tiles as I can. I should be able to do the floor today with all full tiles, save all the cuts for when I get back. That way I can at least set the cabinet. And then I got countertop guys showing up this week while I'm gone, so they'll be ready to get that down. So we're gonna go and work on layout here. Well, this is what we got done today. As far as I can go without, I worked myself all the way over into that corner, and it was a struggle just to get out. So we got about 90% of the full pieces in. Probably got about 50 cuts to make, but turning out good. I really like the look of this tile, but like a lot of tile, it's not the same. Every piece isn't the same size. So when you're trying to do a tight grout joint, like an eighth or so, and you don't have tile that's the same size, you start getting into some spots where you have to go bigger or something. I mean, it's kind of got to be a little bit of a pain for a minute there. I had to shift a few around, which I'm not happy about, but I mean, what do you do when you can't literally sit there and measure every single piece of tile to sort through the big ones or whatever, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, it cuts really easy with this saw, so I'll with just my little hand scriber. I put it away already. So yeah, I'll blast through. I'll set those really quick tomorrow, and then I can get the cabinet set. And when I get back, I'll grout it, and yeah, we'll finish up doing our trim at that point. We need this in before we can do our casings around our doors and everything. So that's it for today. Hey, we just showed up this morning. Got all of our clips broke out. Now we can actually see what the tile looks like. Just got to clean it off a little bit. But yeah, I like it. That hexagon looks really cool. It's going to finish out nice. We're going to have black grout. So that yeah, I'm pumped with this. So today we just got here early. It's like 5 this morning. We're gonna throw this cabinet in real quick. And just like I said earlier, so the countertops can get installed on it while I'm gone. And if we got enough time, I might just start making a bunch of these cuts, get them all put in place. If I have enough time, I'll glue them down or thin set them down also. But yeah, we're just gonna get rolling with this. But main focus, get that cabinet set. We're not here for very long today, so. But excited to get it grouted and see what it really looks like when it's done. That black grout's gonna look slick. All right. All right, well, I'm back from my little golf vacation. Back to the freezing cold weather here. So, but luckily we got inside work. Give you a quick little update of where we're at. While I was gone, I got the countertops installed. They look pretty good. Kind of a suede finish. And it's the hardware we're going to use. This gold on this black. These will look. That should all look pretty good together. For some reason in this lighting, the countertops almost have like a navy look about them, which we're not too excited about. We were hoping they were going to be like black, but then in other lights they totally look black like we thought. But yeah, so we got these in, just waiting on the sinks to come in so we can get those mounted. And still working on, or just getting back to working on the windows and all the trim out. So we got all these trimmed, I think I already showed. Gonna jump on this one today, and then we'll be that kitchen window there, and then all the windows will be done. Then I'm just gonna be jumping on all the doors, which will be pretty fast, hopefully. But I was able to not complete the tile, but I got all the tile pieces in. Just looks really dirty right now. It needs to be cleaned up, obviously. But tile cuts are all in. Just need to grout it, but I want to get it grouted first before I put the trim down, or I might do it the other way, who knows. But this morning also I threw in these cabinets here in the laundry. So that turned out pretty nice. The ceiling was just a touch lower than the kitchen. So the kitchen I was able to go all the way up to the ceiling with it. But this room being a little lower, I had to get only a 90-inch cabinet instead of a 96. I couldn't have stood it up in here. But it looks fine. It's just a laundry. But yeah, got all those in. There's our vanity with our countertop on it. And also we got started on the paint. So this door is going to be the same color as the trim. That's what the wife wanted, kind of a yellow and pinkish vibe. With the black windows. I mean, it'll look better when the masking's all off, but then that door will be the same color. And then, yeah, we got our gutters up, which was kind of a big deal. It was holding us up. I needed to get that. You want to paint that fascia board before you put your gutters up, because otherwise, you don't have a good paint job on there, and you're just working with primed fascia is all. So anyways, got all that painted, got the gutters up. But it's just so damn cold, we can't do a lot of painting until it's not wet or freezing. So it's kind of funny, the paint's almost the same color as the primed color of the Hardy. So it's not like it's some big wow factor that's big different. But anyways, so we're working on, I'm going to jump back on getting those windows trimmed out now. So glad to be inside today. Started trimming some of the doors. Just getting the side pieces on. I just wrap this one because we're not putting a door in here. It's just going to be a pass through. So I'll do the top detail piece like the rest, but I got this one done for the over the kitchen, and this one done. This one was a little goofy. Had that roof was lower down there, so I kind of had to only do half the detail I was doing. Just did the little bottom skinny piece and then just filled in what I can. Caulk's gonna have to save us on that one. It was a little out of level, so. But yeah, so windows are all trimmed out, so we're just working on doors. I think I'm just gonna do all my side pieces first, and then I'll come back and do all the tops at once. So just kind of a little bit of a pain dealing with, the sheetrock pooches out a little bit at the door, so it's wanting to push the trim off the door frame a little, so it's kind of a pain to deal with that. So it's taking a little time, but not getting a lot done today. A lot of visitors, a lot of looking at, the tile that we're going to do for the backsplash. We haven't quite decided what we're doing, so kind of got interrupted a lot today. So we will jump back at it tomorrow. Hopefully I can get a majority of the doors done tomorrow. Well, I had to get a little creative in here. I don't know if it's the right way to do it, but it's my house. I'm cool with it. So you see up here, I had two different height doors. Couldn't do the same size trim all the way around. I'd have kind of a goofy. This top piece would have been down coming in. I don't know if it would have, if that was smaller. Thought it might look weird, so I wanted to have at least one straight line, so I went straight all the way up at the top, and then, obviously this cut could have been a little better, but caulk we can feather that out, but I think it looks pretty good. That bigger piece doesn't quite grab your attention, I don't think, as much as two different heights would have, so yeah, this trim's taking a little longer than I was expecting. It was old house. All the walls aren't perfectly square, so we're having to kind of cut some scab pieces in between different spots and cut a little sheetrock out in spots to get them to sit flush, and so it's not just all nothing but caulk filling everything in. I think we're doing all right. So we got one more door to go, just that one, front and back. And I'm just out of my casing right now, so I'm waiting for the hardware store to call me that they got it. And then all we have left after that is just throw all the base in. There's quite a bit of base, all around. So that'll take a minute, but not too bad. Not as long as these doors. The base goes pretty fast. So. The one thing I've been kind of holding off on is this beam I put in, because this was an old exterior wall. And then there was just a doorway right here, so I wanted to open it up because it was a tiny little kitchen before. So I wanted to do this peninsula. So anyways, put a beam up there. But it didn't go all the way to the ceiling with it. I don't know why I did that. I'm sure I had a reason. Anyways, left me a gap up there, and I am going to sand these beams down and finish them. So I didn't want, they were going to just run sheetrock down it. I thought that might look a little goofy. I wanted the beam to go to the ceiling like the rest of them. So I just bought, and that's just Douglas fir. So I just bought a couple of really thin, 1/2x4 Doug fir, and I'm just going to cut that and run a little strip up there, so it's not real, blaringly obvious, and hopefully it just finishes out the same. So we're gonna throw those up.